when choosing a CPU, it's important to know what you actually want to achieve. And one of the main things is to decide, are you just looking for something for gaming, or are you looking to do a lot of video editing and Photoshop and these kind of things as well, or are you looking to build a gaming rig where you could blow all your friends out of the water and basically have some of the bragging rights. A lot of people look at whether their processors an i5 or whether their processors an i7. The reality is it's a lot more complicated than that, because like these are the same generation processors, but they're actually not really even, they don't even consume the same power. What Intel does is they rate processors according to a TDP rating, which is basically the total maximum power consumption. Now, a laptop i7 would be a 15 watt processor, whereas this 6600 Skylake i5 is actually a 65 watt processor. So you've got a lot more processing power with this i5 than you would have in a laptop's i7. This 65 watt is sort of the range we use for most of our good place to start computers, and it really is a nice balance point. With some of the higher GPUs, we find comparing something like the 65 watt processor to a 140 watt processor, we only lose about 10% for gaming performance, and it is a big price jump. If you're looking to go a little bit higher from the i5, a good option, this is the 6700K. This is actually a 91 watt processor. Of the series, it's of the normal Skylake dual channel desktop CPUs, it's the only one that's actually at a higher TDP. So this one's at a 91 watt TDP, which gives you a little bit more headroom. And the main reason for that is the case, that means it's an unlocked processor, so you can overclock it a bit and get quite a bit more out of it. The other difference you have between these two is you get hyper-threading on the i7. For gaming, not so important really yet. It doesn't make a huge difference. It basically means Windows sees the CPU as 8-core, where it's actually a 4-core. Basically 2 channels into the same CPU core. For most situations, it's not really needed. For stuff like photo editing and video editing, it is useful though. So if you're looking to do quite a bit of that, it is a nice thing to have. But the reality is, for most situations, this i5 is more than enough processing power, and you can go have a look at our in-game footage from any of our i5-based pre-built systems. There is quite a bit of a price leap up to this one, but if you're an enthusiast and you're looking to overclock it perhaps later, the i7 is a nice place to go. If you really want to go all out though, the next big leap you get in performance is to go into a 140 watt processor. This is a 5820K. It's going to be replaced soon, but we have a test system for this. It's basically, where these are 4-core CPUs, this is a 6-core CPU, and it has the addition of hyper-threading like we have in the 6700K. But the other major advantage that this has, where these have dual channel RAM, it basically means there's 2 channels for the RAM to be accessed from the CPU. The 140 watt class processors actually have 4. So you basically, jumping from this to this, you get double the memory bandwidth. So even if basically what it says is, if you're doing any tasks that are really RAM intensive, when you really want that extra speed in the RAM, this is a nice option. It does, however, come at quite a big cost. This is the lowest cost of the 140 watt processors, and it's still quite a bit more than the highest of the lower tier i7 processors. There are higher versions as well. This is a 6-core. You do get 8-core and now even 10-core processors as well. But in terms of value for money, normally the base one of the high processors tend to be the best one to go for. But have a look in this section to see what tickles your fancy. Another thing to keep in mind, if you're looking at the 140 watt processors, it is a different motherboard that you need as well, and normally those motherboards do come at a bit of a premium. This is the socket 2011 version 3 you would need, whereas both of these CPUs is the socket 1151 that you would actually use for them. But if you have any extra questions about it, give us a call, drop us an email. We're more than happy to help. And have a look at the videos to see what you're actually getting.